symptoms, and so he saw a specialist today along with our team doctors, and just working through it, and hopefully just taking one day at a time. But he saw the specialist today, and we'll see what tomorrow looks like tomorrow.
Got it. And then what's been the process with Gabe with the knee, and kind of when did you guys hear about that and make the decision to hold him out?
Something that happened after the last game. Yesterday was a day off, and just started to swell up on him a little bit. He's also being evaluated as we speak.
Darvin, you talked about Max a lot in the preseason. Is he somebody that you see could kind of fill in some of that rotation bench spot in the guard position?
Absolutely.
By my understanding, Darvin, the concussion protocol that the league has in place is pretty stringent, step by step. I'm just curious what went into the team's decision to not have Rui evaluated until now versus back in Sacramento.
Well, I mean, I think once he got poked in the eye, he was really sensitive to light, and then it seemed to be going in one direction. Then some other things occurred, some other symptoms. So just to be careful, he went and saw the specialist and along with our team doctors, and that was the decision that was made.
Is there a stage of the protocol he's in right now?
That's pretty much all the information I have now. I'm trying to find healthy bodies. I'll put you out there if you got a jersey or something.
The jersey I'm there.
Coach, just going back to the last game, when D'Angelo has that type of game where he's very efficient on offense, scores 28 points, but still facilitates, still ends up with 8 assists, how much does that change the I don't know if you want to put the team's chances, but how much is that just something that can be incorporated? How much does it change the reflection of the team when he has games like that?
I mean, that's why he's a Laker. He's a dual threat in terms of being able to set the table for his teammates, but also, take advantage of his own individual opportunities to score the ball. It's a hell of a task. I mean, you have a lot of guys that, need to get their looks. Brian, Austin, along with D'Lo, Torian. But the beautiful thing about D'Lo is he's genuinely trying to make the right play, whether it's for himself or for his teammates. So it was great to see him, have a breakout game like that, and I'm fully confident that he'll have many, many more.
Darvin, 2 for you. We saw Jared at the end of shoot-around today kind of come out and do some work. What's he been able to do in kind of his ramp-up process? And is it moving in a positive direction towards a return?
Yeah, day by day, man. He's getting stronger and stronger, and the discomfort is dissipating. But as of right now, he's only doing stationary work.
Okay. And what went into kind of, it seems like it was sort of either Cam or Max for like those guard wing minutes early in your rotation early. Why did you lean Cam, and kind of what went into that decision between those 2 players?
Well, Cam has a little bit more playing experience. Cam is new, and so just, being under the period of discovery, within the period of discovery, I should say, we just wanted to see what we had in him and how he fit with our pieces, and so then he got the initial nod. But Max is going to have his time. Max is someone that's going to be a Laker for a long time. That's why he's here. That's why we drafted him, and his growth from last year throughout the summer, where he is now, he's going to get plenty of opportunities, often. And so tonight was one of them. But big picture, Max is one of our young jewels on our roster. But again, when you acquire new players, you try to throw them out there, throw them in the mix. And obviously Cam is also still a young player, has some playoff experience, and just wanted to see again if he fits, which we feel wholeheartedly that he does, and just to see the symmetry between him and Bron, all of our main guys. Same thing with Torian, same thing with Gabe and Jackson, and, throwing these guys in the mix early so they can get their feel for the group they'll be playing with.
Coach, with all the new players that they have added to their roster the last couple of days, Does this add it more to the adjustments that you have to make, or the feeling out process, just to see what they can come up with?
You talking about our
Yes,
guys?
sir.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's why you try to put together a big roster for these unforeseen circumstances, injuries and whatnot. Again, the biggest key is the system, and you know, those guys knowing and understanding how we want to play on both sides of the ball. It's not really about any individual personnel or any individual talents. It's yes, they're here because they're all special players individually, but collectively they can buy into what the team is trying to accomplish game to game, day to day. And so, you know, it's early in the season, 78 games left, and so we'll see. And I'm fully confident in what we put together this summer and how it will unfold as the season wears on.
No, it's just been 4 games, so it's early, but it seemed, you know, the 2 games that you guys have won, you closed out with Christian and AD, bigger front court. You know, as the season goes on with those early returns of those bigger lineups, can you see yourself leaning more to the bigger lineups because of the, I guess, the good performances you got out of them so far?
Yeah, it's been fun to watch and definitely has benefited us. But you know, each game, each matchup is different. And so, again, we have very capable players. We want to play big, we want to play small, we want to play traditional. I think we can do all 3. But just Christian's ability to close out these possessions with tough rebounds, I mean, that was a big part of it. His ability to block shots, and we're playing against that particular night, last game, a really tall, long, athletic, young team that can kill you on the glass if you allow them to. So that definitely played a factor in it. But yeah, I think, you know, usually you see the first 3 quarters to gauge, you know, how you're going to finish and what lineups